What's up, y'all? If I sound tired, or I sound stuffy, or I cough or wheeze, it's because I have asthma and allergies are killing me, and there's nothing I can do about it. I use Claritin, I use this, I use that, Flonase. I'm using combinations. I'm getting a lot better, but it's still pretty bad. So bear with me on that. And I apologize in advance if I cough. I'm trying to cough away from the mic. With that being said, the Cleveland Cavaliers have it worse than me. Let's talk about it. Cleveland got mollywopped, destroyed. Nasty. It's a crime scene. There was a shooting in Indiana, and it happened against the Cavaliers, man. It was bad. Up 24 and then go on a 19-2 run is nasty work. The Cleveland Cavaliers are done. And I want this, and I don't want to dunk on the Cavs fans more than they got dunked on tonight. I want to really talk serious here for a second. This goes to show that LeBron James and Steph Curry are generational players. I put generational players above Hall of Fame level players. It is not easy to take a team into the postseason continuously. It is not easy to go on a finals run and actually win the finals. What LeBron did with the Cavs is damn impressive. It makes 2016 look insane. Even though LeBron didn't win that 2018 run, to me that was the best version of LeBron James. And if it wasn't for the Warriors having the most stacked team in NBA history, that finals run would have cemented LeBron into another stratosphere, in my opinion. With that being said, I connect this to the Cavs because I want people to understand now that, when it comes to LeBron James and Steph Curry, a conversation with Magic and Jordan usually happens, and then after that, all nuance is thrown out the window. And we forget about how hard it is to win an NBA championship, how hard it is to continuously dominate in the playoffs, how hard it is to make a finals appearance like 7 years straight or whatever. Like, it's not easy, bro. It's not. And I know people are dunking on, the Cavs won 60-plus games, and they're one seed and they're about to lose. The Warriors set the record, went up 3-1 and lost. So records in the final in the regular season don't mean shit. It means you're fucking tired, unless you have some of the most insanely disciplined and conditioned athletes in human history. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to rub against a wall, and it's going to be really, really difficult to do a finals run. And the Cavs are seeing it now. They don't have the players built to do it. Now, they're in the East, so I think those wins versus stacked against the Warriors wins, even the Warriors won like 10 more games than them, but you know what I mean. It just tires you out, bro. Sometimes the first seed's overrated in this sport. Football makes sense because the first seed, you get a bye. You can get players that were injured, you can get them back. Players who are dinged up, you can get a little bit more healthy. Just clear your mind, get more time to play on. You just do so much more. Football makes sense. Basketball, first seed, last seed, doesn't matter. You're playing week one. So, it's just difficult. And again, home court advantage, it's cool. I get it. But in reality, if you're too tired for a deep playoff run, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. And Cleveland, just because you have a shooter, I've seen this story before. Trust me, I was a huge Rockets fan. I remember the James Harden era. I've seen it happen. That's what happens when you don't do revisionist history. I've seen what happens. I know it's like, it's so popular to blame your star player for all the mess, especially if they don't show up or whatever. I get it. And Mitchell has been showing up. But it is a team effort. And one person cannot beat a team in the postseason, in a series. Because no matter what you do, the best team will win in a series format. In the NFL, where it's just one game elimination, March Madness, this is the best team that day. The most prepared team that day. In a series, adjustments, players, depth chart, it all matters. The best team always wins. Now, is there any silver lining for Cleveland? Yes. The silver lining is after your season gets done on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever they come back, you can get rid of Darius Garland. Darius Garland got to go. Darius Garland is. I'm very disappointed in him as a basketball player. Very disappointed. I don't like his game. I don't like his body language on the court or on the bench. I feel like he's mad consistent. He gets injured. And when he comes back from injury, it's not like, oh, thank God we found out Darius. No, bro. No. Also, Ty Jerome, fraud off the team. There's a lot of pieces that need to be removed. And you can get a good little chunk for Darius Garland, but he's got to go. Yeah. Outside of that, I don't know what to tell you. Pacers, you're up. Amazing stuff. Nuggets. Okay. Nuggets, biggest problem is that they fire their head coach and they don't have a backup center for Jokic. And Jokic is exhausted. He has to play every minute. He gets fouled all the time. Barely gets called. It's just not looking good. It's not looking good. So it's one of those things, bro, where I do believe the starting five for the Denver Nuggets is better than the starting five for OKC, but OKC has a deep bench. With that being said, OKC versus Boston, like OKC better, if OKC comes out of this series, they better pray to God the Knicks take care of Boston, because I think Boston clears this OKC team does not strike fear. That bench is all well and good. Boston has a deeper bench that can shoot more threes than OKC. I think Boston's offensive output and defense is going to suffocate OKC. I just truly believe that. Now, OKC versus Pacers would be interesting because I do believe that the Pacers have a championship roster right now. I do believe that. And I do believe between their defense and scoring ability, they can hold up against OKC. I think that's a closer matchup, bar for bar, for the two of them. But if Boston comes out of the East, I don't think OKC stands a chance against Boston. Now, this is tricky because the Nuggets can still, it's 2-2 going back to OKC. The Nuggets can still win this series, but they need to win next game, because this game they should have won. But again, I think besides the schedule completely fucking them, I think that Jokic is just exhausted. He's fucking tired, bro. And if Jokic is not at the top of his game, which he hasn't been since game one, they're struggling. They can win, but they're struggling. Because I'm not saying Gordon's been playing out of his mind, but at the end of the day, Jokic is still your best player, and he has to show up. So if you're counting on Gordon being your leading scorer every night, you're going to lose. And that's no offense to him, but that's just not how this team. That's not how this team. You're not going to win against someone like OKC, someone like Golden State or Timberwolves. You're not beating the rest of the teams out there in the West, let alone the East, if that's your formula. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know why you have a West Coast game playing at 11 a.m. their time. We haven't even played for like less than 48 hours. That's dumb. But hey, I guess we're doing back-to-back nows in the playoffs. So like, comment, subscribe, and share, man. This is tough. Cleveland, tough.